Scorpio, what up, though? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Scorpio, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have an 8th house as part of our birth charts. We all deal with Scorpio energy in one way or another in our realities, and time and energy are fluid as well. So take what resonates here today, leave the rest for someone else. And these messages are timeless as well. So whenever you do find yourself here, there'll be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. And ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. Tapping into your energy today, Scorpio, I used the Moonology deck along with the Shaman's Dream just to kind of catch the vibe and see what Spirit's wanting to bring through for you in this message. So we'll break these cards down and kind of run through this before we jump into the tarot. It feels like there's a couple parts to this message. First of all, these two cards came out together and they kind of flew off to the side, so it almost felt like Spirit was kind of like, yo, in side note. So I'm actually we'll read these first. You got the void of course moon and the new moon in Cancer. The void of course moon says nothing will come of this situation, and the new moon in Cancer energy says that you and your loved ones are safe. There was a couple different messages that came out with this, but I feel like, Scorpio, for those of you that are dealing with some tough situations, for those of you, some of you are unfortunately dealing with maybe like some psychic attack or even black magic or something along those lines, and Spirit needs you to know that you're safe. You and your people are good. And I think just overall, generally speaking, because that's not going to land, that's not going to hit for everyone, right? I think that there is this feeling here in the Scorpio energy of something coming to a close. It really kind of feels like you're stepping from one world into another world, and things are getting ready to kind of like wrap up. That's the feeling I get here. So let's run through these cards. We'll kind of break it down, and then we will jump into your message. On the bottom of the Shaman's Dream, you guys know I like to take the bottom cards as kind of the underlying energy here. You got the Garden of Venus, and this card is all about rest and renewal. And then on the bottom of the Moonology deck, you got the full moon in Cancer, so a lot of Cancer energy here as well. This card says a personal issue reaches resolution. Now, I will say as well, with the new moon, you and your loved ones are safe, and the full moon both being in Cancer coming out here. For some of you, you could be wrapping up some type of like generational, ancestral, karmic cycle. Some of you could be dealing with things having to do with the home or the mother or the father. Some of you could have to be dealing with things right now that are hitting you very deeply in the sphere of your emotions as well. And those are all kind of Cancerian / 4th house energies. So it could resonate and manifest in that way as well. But again, it feels like we're wrapping up. This is almost done. Maybe for some of you, you're already kind of coming out of this, and Spirit needs you to know, like, yeah, that is over. So the first card to come through for you was the Gibbous Moon. This card says you're very close to achieving your goals, okay? And all of these, the 3 cards that came out for you in the Moonology, all have the same vibe. Interesting. Spirit has entered the chat. The focus here on the camera is following something around, and it's not my face. So very interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to see it on the playback. Gibbous Moon, you are very close to achieving your goals. Somebody's ancestors or ancestor is coming through in this message. Maybe they've been coming through for you, trying to contact you lately as well. Maybe this energy has something to do with them, or it's just an ancestor coming through like, hey, we see the work you're doing, we're proud. Cool. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. And then we got the first quarter moon here. Your commitment is being tested. When this card came out, I heard, stay the course. Spirit said it loud and clear, crystal clear, clear as day. Stay the course. Okay? To me, it's giving me like Nine of Wands vibes, where it's like the wounded warrior, right? We're almost there. Keep it pushing, perseverance, let's go. In the shaman's dream, you got the drifter first, experiencing life as it comes. This is my rolling with the punches card. You also got Willow the Wisp. This card says treasures hidden in the shadows. Then you got the Hollow Bone, teachability, and you got the crossing, initiation. So this is very interesting, very powerful energy. I feel like some of you are really collecting those treasures hidden in the shadows from the situations and energies that you've been traversing and navigating. For a lot of you, it feels like these have been some rougher energies to kind of get through. But ultimately, I think you're learning a lot. For those of you that are kind of coming out of it, I think you have learned a lot, and you have gained tools that you are going to need and use as you move forward. So again, as we step from this world to this new world out here, where it's like we're almost there, we're almost done, we're so close, the divine is saying take a nap, rest, right? And I apologize, it is probably really dark in here. It's super late right now. I have my bedtime alarms popping off over here as well. But look at that, just a confirmation from Spirit. I love how Spirit comes through for us with the Garden of Venus. It's all about rest and renewal. So just a big confirmation there, Scorpio. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you are not overdoing yourself, overextending yourself, overanalyzing, overstressing at this time. It really does feel like Spirit has your back in a big way. Your ancestors, especially your angels coming through, the divine coming through for you, like, yo, let's go. We got this. We about to be in this new energy. And with that said as well, you know, we have all of this Piscean energy playing out right now with the North Node in Pisces. We have Mercury in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. The Sun is in Pisces. We are about to have the Moon in Pisces for this new moon in Pisces at any time. And Venus and Mercury, this place and this place, are both about to kind of be doing their retrograde thing here soon. So again, the Garden of Venus about to be going retrograde. It really, really is a time. It is cosmically, divinely ordained and orchestrated for us to kind of slow down and really go with the flow at this time. Scorpio, I want to thank you all for being here in this space with me. Thank you all so much for your love and for your support. Y'all always show up and show out for your boy, and I hope you know I appreciate it. I am going to say a quick prayer, and then we're going to dive right into this energy. Let's get it. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for the Scorpio collective, the Scorpio placements, for my Scorpio gang for their highest good. Anything the collective needs to hear today or know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will empower Scorpio and help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives, and of course, above all, as always, any messages that will help us align with the highest divine will for our journeys through this lifetime will be truly appreciated, will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory to the Most High forever and ever. Siempre. Om, Amen, Ashe. Yeah, I meant to do y'all reading earlier. But then before I knew it, it was time to jump into my live personal session. So I apologize for this being a little late, and I do want to thank you all as well for your patience. After getting these year ahead readings out and everything, I'm in the midst of switching gears here with the channel as well. So thank you all for being patient as well. What is Scorpio's energy, please, Spirit? We're going to use this Tarot of the Holy Spectrum for your reading today. Thank you. So we have the Eight of Cups flying out first. Let's see what else wants to join. Quite a bit. We have the Five of Wands coming out in reverse with the Knight of Swords kind of riding away. So I see, Scorpio, a lot of you have been going through some turbulence, some strife. Possibly even, like I said, some of you are kind of going through it with a person or with people, a group of people. For some of you, this could be a boss. This could be at work. Yeah, and we have fives as well. So a lot of fives. You could be seeing 555. This could have to do with a breakup, with a betrayal, with some type of mistake. This could have to do with an ending or a loss, possibly, that has kicked up some dust in your reality, is the way that it's coming through. And I don't really use that saying or talk like that, so maybe that means something to someone. What I do see, again, with the Five of Wands coming out in reverse, though, Scorpio, you're getting on, you're moving forward, and you're making the decision to leave whatever this is behind, to release, to take your power back for some of you. And with the Eight of Cups coming through first, it's like, for some of you, this moving away, this release, this ending, this energy here has not been easy, right? The Eight of Cups is the card that comes obviously right before the Nine of Cups, which most people would say Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. And so what I see this energy being, regardless of how it's playing out or manifesting for you, regardless of how this resonates, is there's an energy of having to basically make room for these new blessings, to make space energetically, maybe even physically. So it feels like you very much, with the Knight of Swords riding away. I heard Scorpio ain't never running away. You're riding away. You're moving on from this energy into something much better. As we see in the Eight of Cups, this person is going toward the sun. We are moving toward our happiness. We are moving toward brighter, better, happier days. And again, I think this has to do with a decision that Scorpio has to make, or had to make, or is making, of like stepping into your power, or taking control of a situation here, or just generally speaking, like initiating this shift. For some of you, it was just like internally, consciously deciding, like, no more, or I'm releasing, or I'm moving away from this. So let's see what energies are crossing you, Scorpio, and we'll take it from there. We'll see where Spirit wants to go from there. Seven of Swords in reverse. For some of you, for some of you, you're dealing with some type of toxic or shady, sneaky people, someone trying to be slick here. For some of you, someone did hurt you, and you're making the decision to leave this person behind. For some of you, Aries energy coming through. Now, whether that has to do with just this cardinal initiation of movement, or you're dealing with a literal Aries, or somebody with heavy Aries in their chart. Maybe you are an Aries. I think just overall, it's the energy of I'm doing this. Okay, what energy is crossing Scorpio? So we have the Star, the Ace of Swords. What is this? Beautiful, the Chariot, and the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups came out like sideways here. And so I feel it trying to come through a couple of different ways here. Ultimately, okay, what I feel is with this Ace of Swords, this Star, this Chariot, this is about this clarity, this epiphany, this download, this breakthrough, this opportunity that is presenting itself for Scorpio to move forward and align with something star, right? Much better, something much more aligned, something, and this is also a card of healing, right? The star comes right after the tower falls, right? And so with the King of Cups coming out in the way it did, now if it came out upright, I would have been like, this is all about you following this intuitive hit, these downloads that you're getting, which is that as well with this Ace of Swords and the Chariot and the Star. But the King of Cups coming out kind of sideways like that feels like maybe some of you are having to emotionally detach a little bit or cultivate a bit of space between your mind and your heart in making this decision or taking this action, whatever it may be. Some of you are like moving away from a manipulative situation or an emotionally immature person or, group or whatever it may be. The Star in the Chariot is beautiful being out here in your crossing energy, because this lets me know that you are aligning with your victory. You are aligning with some type of like wish fulfillment, dream come true, manifestation. And this Ace of Swords is saying that you are getting the clarity you need or the guidance you need or the breakthrough or the shift in consciousness that you need in order to align with this space. And I think these crossing energies, especially that's like what's helping us, what's hindering us. With this King of Swords coming out, or King of Cups, excuse me, and that may be relevant as well. It's like King of Swords is like, no, these are the facts, period. As opposed to, this King of Cups, when not in his power, in your power, her power, take it how it resonates, can be emotionally all over the place or too emotionally attached or even like codependent or things of that nature. So I think you're kind of freeing yourself in a sense from a situation that's done, right? It's not serving your highest good. It's not serving your path anymore. You've taken what you've needed from these situations. It's time to rest, to integrate, to heal, and to move forward in whatever way that kind of makes sense for you. So where's this energy stemming from, please, Spirit? I wanted to say as well, when this hollow bone came out, hollow bone is about kind of putting our little self to the side, in a sense, not like spiritually bypassing or disassociating or anything like that, but it's like being able to realize that we are a spirit, a soul here on a path of evolution and healing and a path of love, and being able to move from that space. Like I am this hollow bone. I'm going to let the winds of spirit, so to speak, fill me and lead me and guide me and heal me, etc. Right? It's like kind of emptying out to let our higher self, Jesus, take the wheel energy, for real. So now this energy is stemming from whatever you're going through right now, Scorpio. We have the Sun, the Queen of Pence, the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Four of Pentacles coming through in reverse. For some of you, this is definitely some type of like ancestral familial thing that you are getting out of, possibly even like separating from some type of family situation or dynamic. Whatever this is, this feels like it hits very close to home. The Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune is like whatever you're going through is literally to shift you into your power, into your abundance, into your authenticity, into your heart space. For some of you, I'm hearing into your North Node. So maybe some of you have North Node in Pisces or North Node in the 12th house. And I even feel this could be in like North Node in the 4th or 10th house or Cancer or Capricorn energy coming through. Don't take it if it doesn't fit, but it feels like this is to align you with destiny. This is to align you with your abundance. This is to align you to this beautiful, and you got both divine feminine energies here. So it's an energy of being able to receive, of opening up, of loosening our grip on this old way, on these old situations, on these old thought patterns, on these old habits, and being able to let love in, let abundance in. So you're it feels like you're completely shifting energies here. It feels like there's some deep healing happening for Scorpio when it comes to like your own internal divine masculine and divine feminine energies as well. I'm hearing for some of my Scorpios, you're learning to receive. So there is this energy with the Four of Pentacles coming out in reverse. It's like this is calling us out of our comfort zone to some degree. And that's why I said in the root of where this energy is stemming from, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. To me, it feels deep. It feels ancestral. It feels karmic. It feels... And whether this is thought patterns or poverty mindsets, or whether this is, whatever it is, crazy dynamics within friendships or families or even love relationships, crazy dynamics within finances, I feel like you've really been fighting your way through, Scorpio, and it feels like this is liberation. It feels like this is what I'm doing, and so it is. I don't care who thinks what, and I'm aligning with my abundance. I'm aligning with what's for me, period. I'm aligning with what makes me happy. I'm aligning with what fills my life in all ways. So I feel in a big way like the wheel is turning in Scorpio's favor. And I was just going to say this, but then I look down and see the Ace of Wands as well, with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. I think this has a lot to do with you taking action or making some type of decision or speaking your truth. Or it's like, Scorpio, because you're doing this world is opening up for you. So I feel like this is a part of your like spiritual journey as well, to be able to kind of take your power back, to take action, to use your voice, to do whatever this is, to speak your truth, to live your truth, to star chariot, to align with your truth. So this is big. This is big for Scorpio. Let's see what we have incoming. Now, with all that being said, yes, I think you're being called and guided to make a decision or take action, but you are also being called to kind of turn inward, to practice self-care, to honor the natural flow of the energy here as you close the door on this old chapter and navigate this shift, this change. You got the Herald of Change with the Horseman along with the Wheel of Fortune out here. To me, whenever these cards come out together, it's like a huge life shift. It's like we're changing paradigms. It's a timeline jump. So let's see what we have incoming for you, Scorpio. I think you're seeing the truth as well on a lot of situations in your life, from not only in your life now, but from your past, from your childhood. Possibly for some of you, you may even be getting insights into like how this all correlates with past lives, if that's something that you believe in. For some of you, maybe even connecting with the violet flame and doing some violet flame meditation, healing practices, especially since we're coming up on this new moon. It may be really helpful, beneficial, powerful, potent for you to kind of help you clear this energy, transmute this energy, work with this energy. What is incoming for Scorpio, please, Spirit? Interesting. Wow. There's a message like, what is this? I really feel like there's a huge opportunity coming in for you, Scorpio. And And what I was going to say is there's this message of like not staying in limbo for too long, not staying in the void for too long. It's like I think you're being called to like take some action or take some opportunity. In the incoming energy, you got the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. The Lovers came out here as well after the fact. So I want to kind of clarify that Lovers card. Ace of Cups. Wow. Wow. You guys, this is like a whole life shift. For some of you, you have new relationships and new opportunities coming in. For some of you, it's like leaving this behind, setting yourself free from whatever this was, even if it's just internal shit. Like, this is how I think about myself, perceive myself because of how I was raised or because of my programming and conditioning. I think you're shifting that in a big way, which in turn is like, I see you as a magnet here for blessings. This Ace of Pentacles is actually what the Page of Pentacles is holding in their hand. So in the incoming energy, you have this new opportunity that it looks like you're taking in order to grow something, in order to anchor yourself into some sort of abundance, wealth, stability, happiness. This is Pentacle energy, so it's real life shit. For some of you, this could be literally like, I'm moving. Whether it's across town or across country or abroad, right? For others, this is like some type of career thing where you're like starting a business or you're starting a project or you're putting your work out there or you're whatever this is. It's a real tangible opportunity coming in for Scorpio. I do feel like you're going to have some doubts creeping up, some negative self-talk, or maybe even people around you that really don't align with this. And I think the divine is like, Scorpio, take the ticket. Take this opportunity to come into union with what is for you. For some of my Scorpios, you've been in hermit mode, and this Ace of Cups Lovers is real soulmate energy coming in for you, presenting itself. And what came out with this, okay? Whether or not you're looking for love, I know not everybody is. The Ace of Cups is out here with the Lovers. That's very much like an opportunity for a relationship coming in, and I'm seeing an orb as soon as I say that, which just gives me the feeling that whatever's coming into your life, Scorpio, is divinely guided. It's divinely orchestrated. It's like for you on a spiritual level, on a soul level. It's part of your path. I don't know if y'all heard that, but somebody just locked their car as soon as I said that. It was like beep, beep. It's just confirmation. And what came out with it was the Seven of Wands. And this is Mars in Leo energy. Mars, the god of war, Leo, the heart space, the self, right? This is really about anchoring into what I believe in, what I want, what I'm trying to manifest, and really holding the line. Y'all know when the Seven of Wands comes through, I'm like, hold the line. So Scorpio, this is about you holding the line and going for what is yours, for what you know is yours, whether it's this person, whether it's this job, whether it's this life, whatever it is. This is like, no, this is mine. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my soul, period. I'm not budging. And we had that other card out here somewhere. Your commitment is being tested. So I feel like maybe for some of you, you're going through a rough patch, and the divine's like, no, this is you, right? There's going to always be these outside external things that are trying to tear it down or whatever it may be. But if you know something is for you and it is you, right, then man, don't let anything kind of sway you from your path, okay? I really hope that makes sense because I'm feeling a lot of different Scorpios and Scorpio placements tapping into this reading, and I feel like there's literally so many stories coming at me. So regardless of, like I always say, take what resonates, leave the rest. But just generally speaking, no matter how this is coming through for you, there's opportunities coming through for you, whether it's for abundance, or this Ace of Cups is for love. It is happiness and fulfillment, regardless of whether or not a relationship is something that's in the cards for you personally, right? So this is beautiful. Seven of Wands also is the Divine's way of saying, yo, Scorpio, you have the upper ground here. Hold your ground. The Divine has your back here. And we can see there's literally like this white dotted line separating these beings that are trying to like come up and tear you off of your hill, off of your win, off of your success, off of your square. And the Divine's like, nah, I got you, my baby. There's a line there that can't nothing cross. You're good, Scorpio. So just double confirmation of this the very first message that came through for you, where the Divine was like, yo, you and your loved ones are safe. Nothing will come of this situation. So if there's haters, if there's people trying to go against what you're doing, if there's just shady, toxic people around you, you good, my babies. You good. Know that and anchor into that, and Garden of Venus, rest and renewal, chill, and don't let yourself get caught up in any type of like fearful, anxious energies. When that arises, when and if that arises, root down, anchor down into your power, do some breath work, go on a walk, put on a meditation or some healing frequencies. Like I said, do that violet flame meditation, whatever it may be. Connect with your angels, connect with your ancestors. Another message that's been coming through really heavy for the collective, not just for you, Scorpio, but for everybody, especially with the North Node in Pisces, is like, create an altar space. Honor your guides, your angels, your spirits, the divine, God, Jesus, whatever that may be, your ancestors as well. I think it's so important collectively that we honor our ancestors, and, we would not be here without them. And so even just honoring and showing gratitude for the fact that we are here, we get to have this experience, we get to grow, we get to evolve, we get to experience love and hate and happiness and anger and all of the things. We get to partake in this cosmic dance, and it is truly a blessing. And Scorpio, I think you're stepping into a season of blessings as well, with this sun and this wheel of fortune coming out together. It's like you had to go through all this, Scorpio, so you could get to these blessings, so you could get to this true love, so you could get to this abundance, these riches, this wealth, so you could get to this peace, so you could truly know your power and step into that, so you could learn how to wield that wisely, so you could know how to connect and communicate with the divine and move from that space, right? Ace of Pence, Ace of Cups coming in for you. Let's go. Let's grab some advice for Scorpio. Eight of Wands with the Justice card. The moon came out and it was flipped over so I couldn't see it. What else is the advice here? This is about moving forward and moving on. Your advice, Scorpio, is about moving forward and moving on. Check it out. You got the Eight of Wands with the Justice first. Then that moon card came out like that. To me, right off rip, that's like moving forward into this balance, even if it's unknown, even if you're uncertain, even if you can't see clearly yet what you're moving into. It's like you're being guided to do this, you're being guided forward. Let's go. Trust and follow your intuition. For some of you, and this has been coming through a lot lately, Scorpio, some of you could be dealing with some mother things, some issues with the mother, or some things that have come through the maternal line or something of that nature. This is about moving forward. So then what came through was the Five of Cups with the Two of Wands. So right there with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands out here in your advice. To me, the 10 of Wands is my moving on card. The 10 wands that you see the person carrying usually in the 10 of wands card is the harvest from the season that we are at the end of. So just think about that symbolically. It's like we are carrying this entire harvest now. What do we do now? We bring the harvest back to a spot where we can lay it all out and we can connect with it and reflect on what do we need for what. Okay, this part of the harvest is going to feed me and my family. This part of the harvest is going to be sold. This part of the harvest is we're going to feed hungry people with it. This part didn't really make it. We're going to feed that to the animals, right? This is where Garden of Venus, we are taking some time to sort through everything we've just been through and really look at this harvest as we are co-creators of our realities. Everything we've harvested up until this point and what is coming with us into the next chapter and what is not. So it's a time of release. It's a time of integration. It is a time of recalibration, right? And so you are very much in between worlds right now, Scorpio, and you're moving into, so this really is like alignment with your next chapter. This is very much like soul deep here. I think whoever's connecting to this message, you're really dealing with like soul stuff that's important to your path, to your spiritual journey. I think there's beautiful opportunities coming in for you, and you're really being guided to, like I said, release, 10 of wands, all of that, but also move forward and start looking toward the future and getting with spirit about what seeds are we going to plant in this field next. We're at a new moon, family. It is literally that time. With the 5 of Cups coming through in your advice, and it kind of came out sideways as well, it is just Spirit's way of saying, Spirit's like, Scorpio, I know you've been through. I know you've been through it. I know you've been through a lot. Let's try not to drown in that. Let's try not to, quote unquote, cry over the spilled milk and dwell on shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh my, this shoulda went this way. That I wish that would have happened that way. There are things in our lives. These 2 cups right here are full. But if you see in the card, this person can't even see those cups because they're focused on the spilled ones. It's obviously metaphorical, but it's like we have blessings right here, right now in our life. We all go through it, right? This is where we really learn to practice gratitude for the little things, and we cultivate, it's like not letting ourselves get pulled down under. It's like, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still living life. I still have breath. There's clean water here. I got a roof over my head. Let's go. What's next, Spirit? And Scorpio, and I know because I have heavy and very prominent Scorpio placements in my chart and 8th house placements. This is what we came for, family. And honestly, if we really were to ask ourselves and be honest with ourselves, we wouldn't have it any other way, right? We love the ups and the downs, and that's what really makes us as Scorpios. It's like tried and true, my baby, tried and true. And so I think you have a lot to be excited about, Scorpio, moving forward. Spirit's just saying, I know this has been a lot. Don't let it take you under. Let's go. We got shit to do, places to be, people to see, people to meet. We have love and abundance, right? You got that Ace of Pence to the Page of Pence to the King of Pentacles. You really have some beautiful growth and abundance. We go from the Ace to the Page all the way to the King. So there's so much growth here. Some of you are like literally upgrading your life in a big way here. Some of you are meeting somebody that you're going to be able to cultivate this beautiful life and abundance with. Some of you are doing it on your own. You're on a mission. I see you. Spirit's also asking the Scorpio collective to have a little bit of fun. You're probably seeing 9s and 6s, 5s as well. As I say that, I see 963 over here. Yeah. And maybe that too. I have the crown chakra frequencies playing. Maybe for some of you need to connect with that, some crown chakra frequencies, healing meditations in order to really connect. And that's crazy because that is that violet color as well. It's all just kind of hitting me now. With that being said, I think you're extremely connected to spirit. I think your crown chakra is wide open right now, and maybe some of you are doubting it. Maybe some of you are stressing over the downloads you're getting because it is moving out of you, moving you out of your comfort zone. But that North Node in Pisces is going to try every last one of us. It's not going to let us just stay stuck. That Pluto going through Capricorn, it's over, family. That old world it's done, right? And so I think we're all, in a sense, moving into this new world. It looks beautiful for you, Scorpio. So I hope you're able to take something from this message. I want to grab a couple oracle cards before we tie this thing up, but check it out. J-Ma, we got the Divine Mother on the bottom. Oh my gosh. And as I look up 1111, I think this is an extremely divine portal for you, Scorpio. And this card literally says facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. Scorpio, this is your chance to soar. Maybe even connecting with Kali Ma, with the goddess Kali, will be potent for some of you at this time. I know that's not going to resonate with everyone, but if you're feeling guided and if she's been popping up for you, definitely she's calling you home, my baby. She's like, hey, connect. We got some shit to work through right now, and she comes through and she's going to help you get rid of everything that is hindering your purpose, your path, your spirit. Period. What's the message for Scorpio? Diana and Serapis Bay with ascension and focused intention. Spirit out here rhyming. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Scorpio, your light can support others. A call to action with Commander Ashtar. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Diana, focused intention. Think about what it is you desire. Set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. And then you also got Serapis Bay with ascension. And this card says, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. Let's grab a Threads of Fate while we're here, and then we will grab a message from the goddess Kali. We'll grab a message from Ma to bring everything together, to send it home. What's the message for Scorpio? Yo, yeah, right. Release, strength, and nature. Look at that pine cone, that pineal gland, that third eye opening up wide. Scorpio, you really are kind of like ascending spiritually as well right now. I won't be surprised if for you, you're feeling spirit, you're feeling your ancestors, it's almost like the synchronicities are ramping up. You're starting to see through so much and understand so much more at this time. It does feel like a big level up for Scorpio. And what is the message for my Scorpios, please? For some reason, the number 965 or 956 is coming through. Maybe that means something to someone. You're being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not be one of endless exertion, connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart is an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the divine feminine. A chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity, so open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. And the last card to come through, Moksha of Kali. Relief shall come swiftly. Soon you'll see things differently. You're going to be liberated from the struggle you're currently experiencing, so be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward. You will overcome all opposition, be released into improved circumstances, and be supported to bring your sacred path to fruition. Scorpio gang, what a message for my Scorpios. Again, I hope you're able to take something from it. I want to thank you again for your patience. Got done with my personal sessions tonight, and I'm like, I got to get into Scorpio's energy. Spirit was calling. So I hope this message reaches who it needed to reach, and I hope to see you beautiful beings on the next reading.